from season opening losses. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever in town. Albert, a new face. Dump it at center. Tip controlled by the Fever as well. Here's Kelsey Mitchell. Clark being guarded by Burrell to start this game. Cunningham sets the high screen. Plum now picks her up on a switch. Here's Cunningham. The handoff, Clark. They show a lot of activity towards her, a strip and a takeaway. Here's Burrell in the open court. Burrell, the hezzy, Burrell all the way.
So a good start for LA. Defense back to work.
Clark, the runner, off the window, and we're going to get a foul here, a bucket and one. Both of these teams, their head coaches, they were speaking the same language last season with the groin injury. Stephanie White won the opposite last year. This season is going to provide an adjustment period as well. They played so much of last year injury-riddled, of course, mainly with Clark appearing in just those 13 games. And a tip and a turnover. Here's Clark going behind her back. Clark, a little razzle-dazzle off the window.
And a great start for Caitlin Clark. Let Clark heat up early.
Here's Burrell, the up and under, and gets the whistle.
Loves playing in this building, was not able to a year ago, and she is very excited to be in the home of Kobe and LeBron.
See the numbers there in WNBA history. 1,000 points, 650 plus assists. Here's Clark. Boston the trailer. Working against Hamby.
Nice double team.
Plum the surprise double. The tip goes right out to Cunningham, and she gets the floater. Nice feed underneath. Hamby misses underneath the basket there. It's the first miss of the game by either team. And a turnover.
Monique Billings making a difference defensively. Thought that was an easy pass inside to Hamby. She just kind of came out of nowhere.
Known for her defensive prowess, the former UCLA Bruin, as that bucket is good there from Nneka Ogwumike.
So, because you can't just play off like you used to.
She shot 37% from three last season in Seattle.
And 40 the season before.
Clark, space on the baseline. And Caitlin Clark off to a hot start here.
She's the show right now.
No shortage of star power in this game tonight. A cutting Burrell. And active hands there by Clark once again. Here's Clark in transition. Mitchell open for three. Short. And the rebound goes out of bounds to the
base. And space. Look for threes and get up the ball on the floor and attack the rim. Even Clark with the field.
I'd say that's having some fun. Here's Plum against Clark. Plum on the ISO, the step back three, that's good.
No help in sight. Caitlin Clark on an island.
Clark can't answer. Rebound tipped right to Boston. Cunningham left open for three. Front rim, rebound Hamby. Plum, Ogwumike, the ball fake. Working against Clark. Corner three, in and out. Clark looking back door, and there's Mitchell.
We talked in the open about the assist. You just think about Clark score from so many spots, but she is just one of the best passers around.
Her passing acumen is next level. Here's another turnover by the Sparks. Clark. Here's Billings, the local product out of nearby Corona. And poked out of bounds there by Ogo. Easy breezy. Clark, 7 points, 2 boards, 1 helper here in this one. Has a lane, the kick out, Billings corner three. That's an improved part of her game. She made 10 three-point field goals last season, 14 total in her career, but she's shooting them more as you see Hamby get to the bucket.
Lots of space.
Here's Billings, seen an uptick in her three-point attempts, 14 in 2024. Previous high prior to those 2 seasons was 4 in a season. So a concerted effort by her as the Sparks force the turnover. Here's the hit ahead to Hamby. Chases it down, and they say out of bounds.
Nice job defensively by De'Erica Hamby. Active hands creating the turnover. 5 boards a game against Los Angeles.
Mitchell taking the handoff from Boston. Corner, Lexi Hull, who just checked in the game. We're gonna have a foul here against Plum. So that will bring Brink into the ball game. Brink replacing De'Erica Hamby. Just 8 minutes played in that one. Here's Mitchell, 4 on the shot clock. Mitchell splits the D. Mitchell all the way to the rack.
Boy, she doesn't need much space, does she? Just get right through.
Leading scorer in the W after the first weekend. At 30 in the opener. Here's Plum falling away, and Hull gets the rebound. Boston, that pass too high for her, saved out of bounds into the hands of Brink. Stolen away in the backcourt, and Mitchell going to draw a blocking foul against Atkins. Saw some action here Sunday in the opener against Vegas. Here's Clark, smarted by Ogwumike. 16-12 Fever in front. Ty Harris, a 3, and that's good. Tyasha Harris, her first season with Indiana, the Indiana. Played just 5 games last year with Dallas before suffering a season-ending knee injury.
And she had a great start in those 5 games, and then that was her season.
Plum the hezzy, Plum on the attack, and Plum off the window.
Well, that's the right.
There's not many that can stay with her when she gets going downhill. Here's Ty Harris, turning the corner. Her ball hits the bottom of the rim, right to Burrell. Numbers here for LA. Here's Plum, bounce pass underneath Ogwumike. Brilliant feed there from Plum.
Plum says, come on.
Sparks within 3. Clark whips it underneath.
What a pass.
And missing the layup there. Fine there by Clark. And underneath we got some pushing and shoving there. There's Jason Sudeikis having some words there with Kelsey Plum, courtside.
Ted Lasso's coming back. Oh, they're gonna get Lexi.
Burrell attacking. Burrell finding space, can't get the layup, gets her own offensive rebound. Out to Brink. And the feed out to Burrell is deflected.
Much better first quarter by LA compared to Sunday against Vegas.
The slip from Hamby.
The connection between those two.